I'm Lucy Edwards, Director of Strategic Engagement at Metaport and VHT Studios. And today I am here with Scott Fishman, and you are the principal of Fishman Group at Worth Clark Realty.
Yes, thank you. Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So a few words about the company.
Sure. So Worth Clark is headquartered in St. Louis. We're in 9 states right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with the brokerage almost a year. And one of the things that really was attractive to me was it is all employee and broker owned. So everyone, whether you're an agent or you're a transaction coordinator or an accounting person, all have the opportunity to actually buy into the company and be an owner. And so that was really an unusual situation in the real estate world.
It is definitely unusual, and I'm sure it's very attractive for employees, staff, and for real estate professionals.
Absolutely. So, I mean, myself, it was something that was really attractive. I've been at other brokerages where you can, at some point, buy stock.
Mm-hmm.
When they go public, there's all of that to deal with. I still have stock from previous brokerages, but also as a team lead, as something to offer to new people to the team, it's a pretty powerful tool. So beside the stock or ownership,
Mm-hmm.
they also do 100% commission.
Oh.
So their model is very a la carte. So if you want additional services, you kind of pay for them as you go on a transaction basis, as opposed to we're going to charge you, a monthly fee or a desk fee or a franchise fee. And whether you use it or not, you're paying for it, which I've been down that road before too. So,
okay. Well, how do they make their money?
I think it really is the flat transaction fee. So every deal, and then there is a cap to that. So once you hit a certain number, that gets waived. So I'm happy to say that our team has hit our number.
Okay.
So we have about 5.5 months of free transactions, so to speak. I think that's really their main model and then they do charge for these other services,
Mm-hmm.
but as an agent, you kind of pick and choose how much support do you really want.
Well, that's a great opportunity.
It is
to grow your business, and you know what to count on, and so that's.
Yeah, and I think I wouldn't recommend that necessarily as a brand new agent. I think that would be a pretty hard leap to make. But as someone that's been doing this for, I think 14 years. I think that's right.
Yeah.
It's all blurs. I think that's 180 in realtor years. But you get to a point where you really just want to run your team, run your business the way you kind of want it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really the kind of agents they're really looking for are people that have a book of business, have some experience, and they support, their guardrails are out here,
Mm-hmm.
and they let you to kind of just drive how you want to drive.
And how did you land in real estate 14 some years ago?
So the origin story, so I had been in advertising and PR for 20 plus years at a number of big agencies here in Chicago. And then I started my own branding and graphic design company and started going to networking events. And there was a networking group that met every week for breakfast. And it was one of those groups where they had one of each kind of person.
Right,
so I was the
right.
marketing person. There was a residential realtor. And we just started chit-chatting and met for coffee and really became very good friends. And then I started doing some marketing work for her and helping her build her new website. And at some point, we would get together, maybe once every 5 or 6 weeks to, get together, kind of have the complaint fest about clients and, everything. And she was just like, if you ever get out of your industry, you should just get your license and come work with me. And it was kind of just thrown out there. And I just sort of hit the wall. I was really burnt out in the advertising
Mm-hmm.
marketing universe. And we met for coffee again. I'm like, remember about 6 months ago, you said that, I should just come work for you? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, so what do you really think about that? And I did the 2-week intensive class where I was like in a classroom 8 hours a day for 2 weeks.
To get your license?
Get my license with the Chicago Association of Realtors. And it's like the first time I've been in a classroom in a long time. And that was the spring of, I think that was 2012. I think that's right. 2011 or 2012. anyway, my friend Jane, and there were a couple other realtors that they weren't an official team, but they kind of helped each other out. And they were unbelievably supportive and helpful. It was in the middle of the spring market, so they were swamped. And they basically just kind of gave me all their crumbs, right? Renters, people that didn't call them back, open houses, listings. They both co-listed a bunch of properties just to get me going. And I really learned so much from the three of them and their generosity and their time and knowledge. And you know, as a new agent, you're ready to grab everything.
Right.
So
That's
that was
a great way to learn.
It was a really
especially
great way
if
to
there
learn.
are so many issues and problems, and you are solving and resolving. Yeah.
100%. And one of, Jane's always mentions, she's like, go to every event you can go to, whether it's an open house or you're meeting the plumber or an inspection, go to your closes, because she's like, every deal is unique. And she was 100% right. Like, there are never two deals that go the same way. And it's a good they're always good learning experiences.
Good learning experience.